Mr. Thompson, we'd like to know what's going on. Why are you
What's
lying
going
down?
on? Why are you lying down during the day next to your desk? Have you got a back problem?
That's not your business.
What? I've got this, one of the most significant cases, one of my cases from 2007 called Thompson v. IGT. 2007, federal court. It was in Melbourne at the time. I was doing the work for the client in Sydney, and then my Melbourne team at the firm I was at the time ran it in Melbourne. And what was really interesting in that case is the individual, Mr. Thompson, had refused to comply with the employer's reasonable instruction. The employer had said, Mr. Thompson, we'd like to know what's going on. Why are you lying down during the day next to your desk? Have you got a back problem? And he said, that's none of your business. That's how I manage whatever's going on with me. It's none of your business. And they said, well, no, it is, because lying on the floor in between people's desks is not okay.
Really normal.
It in itself is a little bit of a health and safety risk, but we are concerned that we're not accommodating your injury. We need to know what's wrong with you so that we can make sure that whatever we've got in the workplace, we don't put you in danger.
Yeah.
And he said, no, you're not getting that. And he started behaving really weirdly. And we sort of went, we're very patient. We sent him another correspondence. We sent him another letter. And then we sent him home and we said, we do require this, but we also require you to see a psychiatrist because we're concerned about your mental health. And he went, no way. And he went off to a disability legal service, and they decided they were going to launch legal proceedings because he's the one that brought the proceedings. And he wanted the declaration that our client had been engaging in discriminatory conduct based on disability. And before the proceeding, he actually agreed to go. He said, okay, I'll go to the orthopedic surgeon and be examined. He didn't offer any diagnosis or anything, which was a bit silly. He said, I'll go to the orthopedic surgeon, but I'm not going to the psychiatrist. And we said, no, you go to the psychiatrist as well. And it went to court, and the judge in that case said, no, it was reasonable for the employer to ask you to go and see the orthopedic surgeon in the first place to get a proper full analysis to find out what's going on with you. And secondly, it was reasonable for them to ask you to go to the psychiatrist. You should have gone. So you lose. So he lost his case in that one, and the employer was right to ask. So a long way of answering your question, but with that case, is that it's usually going to be pretty reasonable. As long as you've got a reasonable basis, the person's got an illness, they've got something's going on, you are entitled to do your own assessment, because your health and safety obligations to an individual for the purposes of return to work